Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, we're back on a Tuesday night. How cool is that? On camera tonight I have got India. Hi India.
Hello.
And it's your second night, this one, isn't it? Second night.
It is.
Good. So she's going to love this one. And we also have the fabulous Kim Firth in the kitchen. You've met Kim loads of times before, and every time she's been in the kitchen, she's always done something amazing. And the very first time was, several years back, the pillow cakes. Yeah. When you came and did them, absolutely fell in love with them with a dragée kiss. And then since then, she's come back and done the ruffles for Marvellous Molds, haven't you? You've done a shoe before. What else have we done? We've done loads of things, haven't we?
All sorts,
yeah.
And anything that you've thrown at me.
Yes. I love it when she comes over. I always say, come over for 3 days, Kim. You know, have a bit of an holiday. Then when she gets here, right, there's that. Get as much out of her as I can.
Up at 5, bed at 11.
Exactly. So anyhow, so Kim and I, when Kim was doing the shoe kit last time, shoe kits are difficult to get hold of, and I thought, you know what, we'll pull our own together. And so we pulled our own kit together for Sugar and Crumbs, and we've made it a multi-kit. And to be fair, I couldn't have done it without Kim's help. So she's really helped me 100% to put this together, and we've got a lot to thank her for. Lots of you have got your kits. There's 20... Just before the live, I think there was 19 kits. There was 23 this morning, and we've sold 4, so I think there's 19 kits left that are still on special offer. So if you want them, grab them tonight, because I'm sure by lunchtime tomorrow they'll have all gone. There's also a class available. Now, in this live, we can only show you one shoe, all right? And to be fair, I think that's quite fair, because you buy kits off people and nobody shows you how to do anything. So Kim is prepared to show you how to make a shoe tonight and a few tips. But if you want to know how to make everything, then you really must join the class. And if you don't join it tomorrow, join it in a few weeks, because it's there forever. It's going to be recorded forever. But what makes our kit so lovely? So one, you can make your big shoe, okay? And we've got a full range of them. The back here. And then you can make your mini shoe, which you'll learn in class tomorrow. You can make pointy shoes, you can make square-toed shoes, and you can make sandals. How cool are them? So that's Kim's own idea as well. She came up with these. She's got loads of different sandals. So I'm going to move these out the way, and I'm going to get her to tell you more about them shortly.
Don't break them.
No. I've already broken one.
I'll move this one.
Already broken one. So before we do the reveal, okay, just let me tell you where everything is. So sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. On the website, you go along the bar. So you go to the homepage, you go along the bar, and it says FB Lives. Click into there, to the drop-down menu, and you want shoe kit, today's date, and shoe kit and everything else that's new. All right, now before I reveal this, I've got nobody on comments because I'm doing comments tonight, so I don't know what's going on.
I've just loaded up actually. So we've got a lot of people coming in. We've got 203 on at the moment.
Fantastic.
Everyone's saying hello, hello. So everyone's saying hi, Carol, hi.
Say it again. How do they say hello?
Hello, hello. It's like a phone operator.
Goes like that. Hello, hello.
Everyone's saying they're all excited to see the shoe kit.
You're going to be really excited. Okay, so anyhow, so first of all, Karen Davies released 2 new moulds yesterday. They're in the building, so your moulds will be being dispatched today or tomorrow. I love it. This one's the weather mould. Let me take it out of the bag here so you can see it. So she always comes out with fabulous moulds, and if providing Boris doesn't change anything, those who are coming to the demonstration day on the 3rd of July, you'll see her in action with these. So you've got the cloud, you've got the umbrella, the rainbow, the sunshine. You don't get the little girl with it, you make the little girl yourself, but I just think it's fabulous. The stars, everything is in there. You've got the snowflakes in there, you've got the shooting, what do they call it? Shooting star, isn't it? So that's fabulous. And something for the boys. So we always want something for the boys, which actually is an apt name, because it's not called something for the boys, it's actually called the football one. And so this one's weather, this one is the football one. And we have changed Joe Griffin's class for something for the boys from Father's Day, and it's on for next week, just in time for Father's Day. So we're doing lots of boy things in there. But then this mould is in there. Now look at that. You get a massive big cup, t-shirt for your football shirt, or sports shirt. So it's basically a sports shirt. You can do what you want. A smaller cup, 2 sizes of footballs, football scarf, football shoe. How fabulous is that? I don't think I've ever seen a mould with everything all in it.
No.
Have you? fabulous, isn't it? And again, if you're at the demonstration day, you'll see it on the demonstration day. And Karen is coming into the studio to do a live, but she's going on holiday next week, so we've just got to sort a date out with her. Yep. Right, so those are out of the way. So let's get on with the shoe kit. Are you excited? Now, I'm going to tease you. I'm not going to show it you all right? So you get this lovely big box that has the sticker on. I'm in a relationship with Sugar and Crumbs, because that's how we like things around here. So we open it up, okay? And then we've got our lovely brochure, okay? And this shows you how to make the large shoe, but Kim is going to adapt it and show you how to make the smaller shoe in class tomorrow. And we will show you other things over time for free, but we can't do it all in one live, so let's concentrate on the big shoe. You've got your mould, you've got your embosser, you've got your templates, and then we'll just go through a few other bits. All right, now some of the things in here you definitely need, some of them you don't, but just before we went live today, we've realized that I have forgot to put in a piece of template for you in the kit. Do not panic, okay? You can make your shoes without it, but I've got the printer back up today and he is printing them for me, ready for tomorrow. And anybody who needs it tomorrow, you don't need it for class tomorrow. Class tomorrow is all about watching. But if you email info.sugarandcrumbs@icloud.com, and I think India has that there, or she can type it in. Oh, she's got it up, good girl. So if you email there and say, can you send me the missing bits of the template, then I will get them emailed over to you so you can print them onto A4. And the next time you place an order, okay, in the order notes, just put, can you send me a set of templates for the shoe kit, and put that you bought this shoe kit because it only works with this shoe kit, okay? And we'll put your whole new full set in, so that way you'll have 2 sets of templates. How cool is that?
Yeah,
good, isn't it?
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, very good. Right, okay, and that's only for the first ones that we've sold. So as for the ones that get dispatched tomorrow, they'll have everything in, so it's only the ones that have gone now. So I'm going to hand you over to you, Kim. You're going to tell them all about it. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Who's joined the class? Lots of you have, so lots of members in there. So I'm on comments all day tomorrow, and Kim is going to be working hard. She's going to show you as much as she can. £20 that class, it's an absolute bargain. You want to get it bought. Right, I'll leave you to it, Kim.
Thank you. Right. Hi everybody. Can I just say hello to my friend Audrey and my friend Ellie, who said they would watch tonight, and they said I'd got to say hello.
Fantastic. That's good.
So in here you get the Perspex one, which I personally use the other one, but they're both as good as each other. So you get the Perspex former, you get the polystyrene former.
So can I just say something about that? The polystyrene former, we've sent it with the outer cover, but if your outer cover's a bit damaged, don't worry about that. I just thought it looked better if we just sent it all with that. So
yeah,
but as long as
it just
former's
protects
not
it,
damaged.
doesn't it? So we'll put that out of the way, and then you get your mini former. Where are we? Which is a lovely little diddy one. I love that. That is fabulous.
It's fabulous.
For the mini shoes. And you get the templates for the slider shoes as well. So there isn't a former for the slider shoe, but I'll show you how to do them. Now as an extra, Carol has put this in, which is the wedge shoe, yeah. Now I haven't done anything with it yet, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. So just put it on one side,
yeah,
and we will get back to you with that one.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We're going to create something fabulous. You'll just have to wait.
Yeah, yeah. And that there's a base for that as well, which you can use for various different things. You can use for just putting your
I put it on there for
stuff
laying
on.
out your
Yeah,
sandal if you
yeah,
wanted to.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. But we'll be working on that shortly. So what you need. Oh, and also there's the cutter, which some people prefer the cutter to the template, so you've got a choice of both. You can use a cutter, you can use a template, so that's brilliant. And there's a little toe piece as well, just in case your fondant is a little bit floppy and you need something for support.
Yeah. So some of the things in the kit you probably may never use, because when Kim shows you how to use the kit, half of the things she doesn't use, but we put them in because we've seen them in other shoe kits and we think, you know what, you may want them. So
yeah, some people use them, some people don't.
So we just thought, you know what, you've got choices, haven't you? You either use them or you don't.
Yeah, and now you've got the magic heel mould, which I'll show you how to convert it to a heel mould for the tiny kit as well.
Yeah.
So for the mini. So that's it. Lots of paper and a lovely box.
Go on, show us the label on the top again.
And they're all Kim's shoes as well,
they're
that
all
she's
my
made
shoes.
before.
Yeah. So yeah, great,
And then
fabulous.
should we do a little display of all your shoes, Kim?
Yeah. Do you want to see them all?
You may as well show them all.
Okay. Right. This is my broken one, which I will show you how to do this one tonight. I will replace this.
Is this the one we're going to make tonight? Yeah.
Yes. In fact, let's do the heels first because we've got to put them in the freezer, haven't we, for 10 minutes. So I can talk about these when we've done that. Right. So we'll start with this. I've already pre-coloured my my gum paste or florist paste, she says. I've got it somewhere.
So Kim uses, it's not under here, I think, is it?
No, I'll put it in.
So Kim uses Squire's florist paste. So that's her preferred choice of paste. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the heels ready first, get a heel ready first, so because it has to go into the freezer for a little while, and then we'll show you all the other shoes.
Yeah.
Everything in the class. In the class you'll learn everything. So Kim will come up with lots of ideas tomorrow. Do make sure you understand it's a watch class, not a do it with us class, because you'll lose your way if you do it with us.
And what I've got to say is I've brought my own cutting mat just so that I don't get shouted at for using the grey board. And these you can get from
the works.
From the works, yeah. You can get them quite cheaply from the works, and they really are good because they are self-healing. So they're very, very good. So if you want to know how much I use, that's 110 grams, and that will be too much, but you need extra anyway. I'll just put it away.
And in the class tomorrow, Kim will be showing you, she's already shown you this in the last live, but colouring, how easy it is to colour and get really lovely colours. And if you watched the last class that Kim did with us, she sat there and coloured loads of different colours so you could just see how beautiful they are. So you can make really pretty, stunning looking shoes.
Right, when you're putting it in your heel mould, make sure that you've got no creases on the side that you're pressing in, because that's going to be the back of your heel, so you'll see that. So one heel mould, like I'll use that one. A little bit of corn flour, you don't need much. And then press. You shove it in and try and get it in all the corners. And you don't know until it actually comes out whether you've got it in all the corners, so let's give it a really good press.
Yes, I agree with you, Pam. Pam says, I'm really looking forward to the class, but also that I can just sit back and watch rather than stress at trying to keep up.
Yeah,
so
well, it is. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, some classes we do recommend that you just sit and watch and ask questions, or just watch and enjoy your day, and then go back to it at a later date. And there's some classes that we feel, you know what, you can do this with us if you're doing it as well. But it's entirely up to you, because once you've bought the class is yours forever. The group is yours, and you can just go back in. You can show off anything that you want to do in the group or have done. And if you want to ask questions, you can ask in the group, and somebody will always be there to help out. And if you tag Kim or myself in, we can always come back to you as well.
Oh, I will always answer questions.
Yeah.
Put that one. Right, this I think is going to be the big heel, but if it comes out and the back's not fully formed, then it might end up being the mini heel. So Trial and error, trial and error. And the one thing with the heel is you need to let it set. If you don't let it set, that is the stability for your shoe. If you don't let your heel set, then your shoe will collapse. So, palette knife.
Question for you.
Okay.
Florist paste, is it better than modelling paste?
Yes.
Yeah. What about the Renshaw flour modelling paste?
You can use it, but it doesn't set quickly. You have to leave it for longer. With this, I can make this heel tonight and I can work with it tomorrow, even though it won't be completely dry. It'll still be dry enough for me to actually make a shoe tomorrow, but I will have to leave it on the foamer. So I recommend this because it dries in, your heel will be completely dry in 3 days, which is good. So put your palette knife at an angle. One thing to do is make sure that the top is flat, because when you're pushing it in, it rounds off, and you need a flat top. So palette knife, and in one go.
So is that the right type of palette knife?
Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, in one go, and then you just remold it back in. And that's absolutely fine. And that's done. Now that needs to go in the freezer for 10 minutes.
Well, this is the quietest audience we've ever had, Kim. They're saying nothing.
Will you put it in and tell me?
They're saying nothing. They're all watching and behaving themselves.
Oh no, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Well, we're just short of 240 people and they're all behaving themselves. Good girls and boys, if there's any watching.
Brilliant.
And Helen Williams agrees with you. She found that with Renshaw flour paste, it takes a lot longer to dry.
Yeah. And the modelling paste is supposed to take longer to dry to give you more time to actually work with it.
Yeah.
So
and
always make sure you
and saying we're taking it all in. Yeah.
Good. You've pinched it.
And Jackie Adams says, us behave? I know, I was a bit surprised.
Well, I'm surprised as well. I've seen you ladies, and I've listened to the comments.
We was doing a class today. We had fun in the class today. And Lisa Matushi says, we are all concentrating on what Kim has to say.
Oh, thank you. Now I'm going to do what will either be the mini heel or the big heel. Just condition it and make sure it's nice and soft. A little bit of corn flour. And then push the hell out of it, basically.
They're saying what good girls they are, and they find it relaxing to watch you.
Okay, oh, that's good.
Yeah. And Maloney, we're always well behaved.
You know differently. You know differently.
They know differently at all. Linda Atkins said, would a novice be able to use this kit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All cake decorating is easy. I know that sounds as though I shouldn't be saying that, but if you've got the right equipment and you've got the right know-how, like you do a class, then yes, it is easy. You just break it down into different components and do a bit at a time. And if you make a mess, it doesn't matter. You just have another go.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
No.
It's just
the thing with the kit is if you watch and follow and do as Kim says, you'll be absolutely fine. The other thing is people do try to rush things, and it's not about rushing. It's part of the reason why you can't do the class tomorrow, because you really need to make your heels tonight.
Yeah, making a shoe is time. It does take time.
Yeah. Because
everything's got to dry. If it doesn't dry, then it just falls apart.
Yeah. And the other thing is as well is as you start to do shoes, the more embellishments you start putting on them, and the more blingy and everything. I mean, Kim can get really carried away if you leave her alone to it.
Dangerous. It's a dangerous thing to do. It is quite stiff, this. I'll just shove it in. straighten it up. If you have any bits that shouldn't be there, you can always use your little bit of abranet we use. It's just sandpaper, but it's sandpaper that doesn't shed. So that's the other one. That's absolutely fine. There you go, dear. Can you put that one in as well?
Yeah, if you have got other shoe kits, so let's say you've got the New York cake kit or other shoe kits, you can still join the class.
Oh, yes.
Because you'll learn from that as well. So
Yeah.
what you'll learn is you'll actually learn different ways of doing things, and you'll learn some designs as well. So you don't have to have just this kit to join the class. So Edwina, another easy question, feel free to join the class. You'll learn loads.
Yeah, I'll start right from the beginning, and we should have some fun and come away at the end of the day with quite a few shoes.
Yeah. And sandals.
And sandals, yeah. Sliders.
Sliders, yeah.
They are so popular, I just couldn't resist. And nobody's ever done it before, and that I can't understand. It just seems really, really strange.
Yeah, it just came to you, didn't it?
Yeah.
So when Kim and I were talking, I was saying, let's do a multi-kit. I think that's when the idea, as soon as you start saying the word multi, you start thinking, like, what else can you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's great. I love it. Such a good time.
Shall we show off your shoes
We
then?
will show
Shall we
off.
do all the large ones first?
Yes. That's the square toe, which again is mine.
Yeah, so Kim's come up with the square toe idea, because all the normal shoe kits have templates in just for pointy toes.
Yeah, so we know that square toe is in fashion this year, so this takes me back a few years.
Yeah.
That's the square toe one, which is really nice. That's another square toe, just a strappy one, which I just had a little play with and came up with that. That's a Karen Davies butterfly.
It's a brush embroidery butterfly, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we've got that one out somewhere. But yeah, that's really nice.
And what was the sandpaper called again?
Abranet.
Abranet, and where can you buy that? Your husband did tell us last time, didn't he?
Yeah, Mr. Kim.
Yeah.
Mr. Kim told you. I don't know whether you can get it from stores, but then somebody else said as long as you buy one that you can use as a wet and dry, then it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
So just a wet and dry one that doesn't shed.
Yeah, and you want the smooth one, not the coarse.
It is really, really good.
Yeah. So wet and dry smooth, not the coarse one.
Right.
And Lisa Matusha said when she was in the kitchen, she couldn't believe how big they were and how much detail was on them. They are stunning, your shoes.
Thank you. That's a pretty pink one.
Yeah.
For Sugar and
I love
Crumbs.
that pink.
Yeah, that is really, really pretty. And that I can't remember what they call the actual impression mat for that.
The zebra one, the one that you've got there.
No, that's not the zebra one.
Is it not?
No.
Oh right, okay.
No, that's the other one. It's got
is
that
it?
little. I can't remember what it is.
I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, we'll look at that one.
Yeah. So we do a range of PME impression mats if you want to add to the range as well. So what was I going to say there? A lady's just asked a question. What size cake would the big ones fit on?
8-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would go on 8-inch. I normally put mine on a 7-inch drum, and then on top of an 8-inch cake, because then it doesn't actually sink into the cake. You see a lot of cakes where the shoe heel is sort of sticking in, so it's not really. So I put it on a board. Yeah. That's the.
So that's beautiful, that isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one that the instructions are on for in the leaflet. So.
Yeah. So does it show them how to make a bow in the leaflet? I can't remember.
No. But I will show them how to make it. Yeah.
So Lisa Shaw, how do you store florist paste? Well, you never wrap anything in cling film. I don't know whether you know, I know it sounds daft, but cling film is porous, i.e. it means it breathes, and therefore you're letting air in, and that will make your florist paste go rock hard, or your Saraceno, or your sugar paste. So anybody who stores anything with cling film, don't, because it will make it porous. Or you can wrap it in cling film and then put it into an airtight Ziploc bag and then push all the air out and close it. That's the only way. Or in the foil bag that you get it in, put it back in there.
This is what I use. I don't throw any of mine away because I put all my extra bits back in there. And sometimes, if I know I'm not going to use it for a while, then I'll put it in a bag, fold it up, and then put it in another bag as well.
Yeah.
So it keeps a lot longer.
Yeah. Jane McDougall wants them all in a size 4, please. Right.
These big ones are nearly a size 4. That's
lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that.
That was just playing to see what happened. The little they're done with the pasta maker. I cut them out with that.
Yeah, and Maureen is quite right. If you put half a lemon in, it will go soft again. The only thing is sometimes you might end up with a few crunchy bits, so you have to just be careful.
Yeah, if you run it through a pasta maker, then it squashes them, and then you work it.
Yeah,
that's a mini one.
Yeah, I like that. I love the colour of that.
Yeah, it is pretty.
So Kim's used all the Colour Splash colours.
Yeah.
And the Colour Splash colours have come out really well, haven't they?
Yeah,
and
they
all
are.
of them.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, now then. That's my little mini square toe.
Yeah.
I
like that. How cute that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're teaching that in class tomorrow, that is really, really pretty.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's my favourite, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, it was mine.
Well, I like the one that we broke, was my favourite. The one that I broke.
There'll be another one there for you to break tomorrow. That's my standard size slider, which is smaller than a high heel. But if I use the same template for that as I used for the high heel, then it was just all out of proportion, so I had to redo it. And there's some little black bits on it, I'm afraid. Sorry. Working with black and white again. Not very. It's quite difficult working with black and white. You get a lot of black in your white. Now these are so cute.
Yeah, little cute ones.
Yeah, that's my little blue one, and that's the little heel. So you don't need a heel template, a heel kit for that.
So how would you attach it to a cake? We'll talk about that as we go on.
Yeah. That's another one.
I think that one's so classy, that one.
Yeah, it is. It's
very
really
classy,
it's really nice.
Looks like a posh shoe, posh sandal, doesn't it?
Yeah. And again, the heel is slightly different on that one.
What grade of Abranet?
Well, this that I've brought, because this was the only one with Abranet on, and I can't remember what they call it most of the time. This one's a P80, but what I use is a P180. You can use this; it does file them down pretty quickly, but the P180 is the best one, really. So, but yeah, I'm going to be using the P80 over the next few days. And the last one, again with a little bow, just a little lemon one with a pretty bow on, which is
lovely, aren't
really
they?
Nice, yeah.
And you can colour them in whatever colours you want.
Oh yeah.
I've just brought in the range of Colour Mill colours that are all the neutral colours, and Kim shows you her latte one that she did last time. So this is my second favourite to the one I broke. I mean, I just love that colour. And as much as we're using the Colour Splash, and that was Colour Splash, Colour Mill brought out some new, really lovely neutral colours as well. So I've just put those on the website tonight.
Yeah. Well, it's the latte I usually use for the inner
Yeah.
sole. Can you pass me my lemon one, please?
Why have you got a few in there?
Yeah, put both in, haven't I? The
Oh,
lemon
yeah.
one and the No, that should have been
Oh,
in
the
long
blue
enough
one, yeah.
now, yeah. So it comes out really, really easy. There you go. Perfect heel. What you will find is it might be a little too short, and so you've got to, I don't know, I can show it. Yeah. You've got to stretch it. So you've got to stroke it.
Oh, we like stroking things in this
I
kitchen.
was about to say, don't get them started.
Yeah, you've got
That's what
to.
we like. They
you've
all
got to
know how to stroke.
Yeah, stroke it very gently, And while stroking it, that's you're stretching it. So you've just got to keep checking. Stroke and stretch, stroke and stretch. They do tend to get bigger. Sorry.
This is a PG-13 show, everyone.
Oh, stop it, Kim. Behave yourself.
So a few of you have asked if we do sell out, are we getting some more kits? We are. I'm expecting, I've got most of the stock in ready, but I've had to order some little bits from China, like you do. So not much, but that is going to be dispatched, I'm hoping, later this week. And hopefully we'll have them in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So if we do go out of stock, we'll only be out of stock for a short while. So it doesn't take you long to stroke it and stretch it, okay?
And stroke it all the way down. If you just stroke a little bit at the bottom, then it thins it out too much.
Yeah.
So it's just a case of doing it gently, and it does stretch. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, but
Perfect.
yeah, nearly there. And in the heat, it does get quite sweaty, so you might have to add a bit of corn flour.
Now, if you're a regular customer of Sugar and Crumbs and you want a kit, okay, I'm happy if you phone Laura in the office and you can split it over 2 payments, all right? So I know some of you want to go on the class, but if you want to put the class and the kit together, all right, and you phone Laura tomorrow, can't do it now, or you email me tonight, and if you email me at info.sugarandcrumbs@icloud.com, I'll arrange for you to go into the class and have your kit as well. And then you can pay over 2 payments. So you'll pay 1 payment at the end of this month, and the next payment at the end of July. Can't be any fairer than that. You know I always do my best to try and help you guys out. So if anybody wants to take me up on that offer, feel free.
So now you've got a heel that goes just to the lip of the former. So you shouldn't get too much of a ridge when you attach the sole to it.
Just to clarify for a couple of comments on YouTube, what was the sandpaper that you were using again?
Abranet.
How's that spelled?
Abranet.
Perfect.
But any wet and dry. I mean, you could use ordinary sandpaper because let's face it, you're probably going to be steaming, and you can brush any bits off it. So if you can use ordinary sandpaper.
And Karen Nail is quite right. If you put everything into your shopping basket, you can check out and pay in free. It's interest free with PayPal, and we do have that facility on the website as well. So you can actually put everything into your shopping basket, including your Squires modelling base, and then pay it over 3 payments, and they give you 10 days notice before they take a payment.
Oh, that's
which is
good
really
then.
good. Yeah.
So I'm just going to use that to put my first heel on, purely because with it being polystyrene, it dries quicker. If you put it on a plastic or anything else, it will dry, but it takes longer. And make sure that it's straight. I'm not very good with straight. My husband says I'm rubbish. He says I'm just...
You're already having some comments about how to stroke a heel.
I've had plenty of practice. Can you pass me my other one, please? Now for the magic.
Yeah. And Maria's just saying she couldn't wait to start, and that's where she went wrong. She didn't stretch it. She didn't stroke it. It's all about stroking in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. We like to stroke our grey balls. We like to stroke our moulds, and we now like to stroke our heels.
Yeah. You can get a long way stroking. You can. In the cake world.
And we stroke our bags as well.
We do.
Stroke bags, right, okay. Right.
And
now-
Karen strokes the chocolate.
Yeah.
She's like our chocolate queen at the moment, isn't she? Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised how little you do have to cut off this to make it a mini. Very sharp knife.
So just make sure you've heard this. So we're cutting this only for the mini heel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You
So
stretch.
Kim's gonna-
You stretch it for the standard, and you cut it for the mini.
There you go.
And I've got 2 bits that I kept just to show you. That's how much you end up cutting off. It's only a very small amount. So that is about. I've got a little tape measure somewhere. A little pink tape measure.
It's very difficult for us to ship anything to Europe at the moment. Since we've come out of Brexit, I swear to God, I'm sure every company is pulling their hair out at the moment. It's as though everybody's going, we're not dealing with the UK anymore, and they're putting all sorts of restrictions, and we cannot ship anything to Europe. We can ship things to America and Australia pretty rapid, albeit the postage is a lot. I am actually going to Ireland next week, so if anybody wants me to, but they'll have to come and meet me in Derry. For you kids. I'm not driving anywhere, but I am going to Ireland next week. You can feel free to come and meet me.
Right. So it's about 8mm that you have to cut off the top.
Oh yes, and we stroke our new whipping it up bags as well.
Do you?
Yeah, I've seen our new bags there, Kim. For whipping it up there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I made a TikTok about it recently.
Did you?
Yeah,
stroking
the whipping it up bags, yeah.
You are terrible. Now when you cut this, you've got to cut it at a slight angle, so...
Well, Jackie's right, and we stroke our rolling pins.
Oh, we definitely stroke the rolling pins.
You stroked our very first acrylic clear one, didn't you?
I did, yeah. That very nearly went in my bag that day.
That was such a funny Facebook Live when I gave you that to stroke. Your face was a picture.
Oh, it was wonderful.
It was wonderful.
Well, it feels so
wonderful.
nice. It does feel so nice. Well, you can see there that I haven't actually...
Got to laugh at Karen Naylor. High heels, rolling pins. We best turn off the cameras.
To make sure that you've got the right... You've cut off the right amount, you need to test your mini former.
Helen Williams, yes, it was 180.
Yeah, 180. Yeah, I thought so. Just test your template. That fits on that nicely. If you make it slightly too small, again, you can put it like that, and then you can just mould it round and stretch it a little bit round the edge.
Again, stretch your heels.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Lorraine Pike because she was in class today. She said, "Stop making me laugh. I'm getting the why is the cake amusing lecture."
Yeah.
So lots of you ladies always have your earphones in, and then your husbands are like, "Why are you laughing your heads off watching a cake video?"
Now then, just check the size again. You've got to get it to the top there, and just make a mark and chop off the bottom.
I want there to be like an innuendo bingo at the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen.
An innuendo bingo. See, I've made that, and that is too big, so I've just got to chop a little bit more off.
I've got to be honest, I don't know if we can post it once we're in Ireland, so I don't know. But I'll ask John's brother tomorrow, can we post? The only other thing is, when he goes down to Donegal, I'll stick him in with him and the kids in the car. Post for Donegal. They'll have been on a journey, these kids, won't they?
Yeah. So that again is a perfect match. This heel is slightly thicker for the mini, but it's still a lovely little stiletto heel.
Yeah, Maria's added to it now. So Maria Wilson's added, and who else gives that service? Meet in the car park, stroking our heels, stretching them, stroking the rolling pin, stroking our shoe kit box.
We provide a very good service.
Yeah, Maureen, I'm going to Derry. I go next Thursday. I can't remember where you are, but you need to tell me. I'll pop in for a coffee. I'll stop for a coffee on the way.
So that's how to do the heels. You stretch your big heel, and you cut off your small one. And just practice. If you cut off too much, so you can actually put it down, face down, and then just stretch it out a little bit. If you don't cut off enough, then cut off a tiny bit more, and always check with your template. That's it. That's the word, template. Oh, okay.
Right. So the email address that you need to use is info. I'll get India to pop it up. So grab your pens, girls. info.sugarandcrumbs@icloud.com. Okay. And I had 19 sets when we came live left, so if anybody wants to take me up on that offer, you're more than welcome to, alright? You're more than welcome to, and you'll pay your first payment at the end of the month, and your second payment at the end of July. Or you can just go straight on the website, throw it all in the basket and pay by PayPal over 3 payments, interest free, and then they tell you 10 days before when they're taking the next payment. Debbie Hargreaves says, I feel like I need a safe word. Stilettos and rolling pins.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Right. Here's one I made earlier. That is already done. Actually, I haven't shown you how to do the inner on the heel, have I? I'll show you on one of my mini here.
And Jacqueline, that's exactly the problem. So Jacqueline's just saying that she lives in Southern Ireland. She has had stuff delivered to her brother and he sent it out to her, but then it's worked out just as much as the order. Shipping costs worldwide now are absolutely horrendous. Whatever I buy anywhere out of the UK, if it costs me 20 quid for the product, it costs me 20 quid in shipping. And I was just looking at an invoice last night and I hadn't factored in the shipping costs. I bought something at £1,100 and I was thinking, why is the bill coming at 2,200?
Wow.
And I couldn't get it, and John said, well, it's a shipping. I thought the guy had miscalculated and I didn't even see the little shipping cost. So the shipping cost is identical to the cost price. I think at the moment we're just being stung left, right and centre. I think everybody's just, I don't mean us, I don't know, I think shipping companies are just stinging everybody.
Yeah, they are. It's not good. So my pre-coloured latte.
And we've also got the new problem now that we can't send edibles out to Europe. So Europe are not accepting any edibles off us.
Wow.
Oh, making things as difficult as possible.
Yeah. Now I use the little rings because since my accident I'm not very good at rolling out straight, so I have it thick at one end and thin at the other. So I've started using these.
Well,
you do sell them, don't you? You got them. The mini rolling pins with the.
I think I do sell them with guides on. Yeah, you like them with the guides, don't you?
Yeah, because then I know that it's.
I take the guides off and bin them. The guides.
Some people need them. Some people are sort of stronger on one side and not on the other. Right, I brought my own pasta machine this time, so I don't break Carol's. So I'm just going to roll this nice and thin.
Debbie Hargreaves, we are not going to a certain diving club. Having said that, and now that you've said to me about it, I think I might look it up and see how far away it is. We are only doing a short visit to Ireland because we haven't seen John's mum and dad in 20 months. So we're going down to Derry, we're not going to Donegal, but if anyone is near Dunfanaghy, I am more than happy to take kits, give them to John's brother, which I haven't asked him yet. If he'll take them down to Dunfanaghy.
But you know he will.
He might just freaking kill me in a minute.
Right, what I'm going to use is, what's this? Smoother, Flexi Smoother. And it just, any imperfections, it just smooths it off nicely. I couldn't live without these.
Yeah, so the smoothers are brilliant. We actually own the brand of Brina's Smoothers now. We bought them. So my next job next week, and amongst all my other jobs I have to do, is I need to get all the stuff to, because I've been concentrating on the shoe kit, I have to concentrate next week on getting everything in together for the Brina's Smoothers kits.
But the smoothers are great. I used to use them all the time on cakes. I don't get as much of a chance now, but all these new moulds that have come out have made me want to start doing cakes again.
Is it June the 10th I'm travelling? No, it's June the 17th I'm travelling. So I'm on the overnight ferry on Thursday, June the 17th, and I'm coming back on the Monday night ferry, which is the 21st, I do believe. And Karen is looking after the place. So we've got people in doing lives while I'm away. So we've got Cicely Sutherland in next week. Joe Griffin's class has been moved to next Friday. Laura, my daughter, is in on the Monday. She's not in this Thursday because she's having her COVID jab. So she's not coming in.
Just dampen the inside. Where am I? There we are. Dampen the inside and
Just watch your head going under the camera.
Oh, I'm doing it again.
It's alright, I'm on the left.
You're prepared for me, aren't you?
Yeah.
I did say don't show the top of my head.
Well, stop sticking your head under then, showing them.
I'm very trying. I know, very trying. And then just go around with a pizza cutter.
You should Jackie McMahon. She's saying I could pop on the ferry.
Ah,
Well, we used to go past Jackie's house. So we used to drive the car up right past Jackie's house, and then not last year, the year before, we started going on the overnight ferry, which I now prefer. So Jackie said, next time you go on the Carrie Ann ferry, pop in for a coffee en route. And I said, I'd love to, but I don't intend to drive anymore up there.
I've got my head down again. I can't see without putting my head down.
Yes, Lorraine Pike, you need to go in there, have a look. It all started off quite innocently, actually. So what's she called on Coronation Street? Mary. So Mary on Coronation Street had been to Muff and quite innocently mentioned about it having a diving club there as well. And then I mentioned it on here, and it's just got way out of hand because these ladies really behave themselves when they're stroking things. They love a little bit of Muff as well. So, and then John's going to come in and wring my neck in any minute.
Mr. Tim's going to stop me from coming over here, putting ideas into my head.
50 Shades of Shoes, says Edwina Hughes.
Yeah. And then to do your little tip, just measure it. That's not going to be big enough. No, that's not big enough. Stretch it a bit. Wing it.
Yes, Andy, just message me on info.sugarandcrumbs@icloud.com and I'll respond tonight. I'll sort it out for you.
It's bigger than you actually think when you do that.
What make is Kim's pasta machine, Kim?
It was just a cheapo one, so there's no make to it. And it ranges from 7, which is the thickest, down to 1, which is the thinnest.
Or you could buy a really expensive one like ours, never
And
use it,
and
let Kim have a
let
go
me
and break it.
That's why I brought my own today.
Is that what happened? You didn't use it?
First time I
Never
used it
used
and it
it.
broke.
Never used it, it's been in the cupboard for years. I get it out for the first time, Kim uses it, breaks it.
Oh.
Is a pasta machine a necessity? No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
Okay, it's just that Kim has a bit of arthritis, so she prefers to use it, that's all.
It's much better for me. And like I say, I'm a bit wonky on one side, so I can never get it nice and level.
Yeah, no, you don't need the pasta machine, it's just to help Kim. You can roll it really thin yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to roll it thin, but
Yeah.
it's just that I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at measuring either, by the looks of it. Shh! Don't tell everybody.
But you're good at shoes, and that's what counts.
I do try. I'm very trying.
So the info address, if you get your, I tell you where else you can find the address if you don't get it. Go to our website. At the bottom of the website it says contact. Go into information. So go into the information. It says contact, and in there as the email address. If you don't get it, but it's really very easy. You know Sugar and Crumbs. You know Sugar and Crumbs. So it's info dot sugarandcrumbs at, which is the ampersand, icloud.com.
If you like me, you'd have forgotten already.
And Barbara Runcorn, the sugar paste that Kim is using is Squire's Florist paste.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, so we've got plenty
I
in.
really do like it. It's
You
good.
can buy it in 200 gram bags, and you can buy it already pre-coloured. But Kim's best advice is buy a kilo. It works out a lot cheaper, and colour it yourself with Colour Splash colouring.
Yeah. The only one that I don't colour myself is black, because that's not easy, and if you put so much black in it, you can actually affect the consistency of the sugar paste. So that's better. There we go. One heel lined.
There you go.
And
Lined.
tipped.
Yeah.
So that's good. That'll be used later on.
So the cutting mats, if I bought the cutting mats in, they'd work out too expensive. It's why I don't sell them, because they're like from the works, or I don't know, you should be able to get them in B&M bargains or stuff like that, really. They're only about £2 or £3.
You can buy them quite cheaply.
Have a look on eBay for cutting mat. To be fair, by the time I bought them in from China and then with the shipping costs and come to sell them, they're going to work out far more expensive. And I find that there's just some things that are just not worth me selling. I just can't price match it with some of the companies with what they buy them in. I don't buy enough stock. But I think you can buy them on eBay as well. If you put cutting mat onto eBay, you can buy them off them pretty cheap as well.
Right, so what I'm going to do is the lining, the inner lining on this.
And don't forget, make sure you're not off camera, Kim.
No,
Yeah, make sure you get that in the camera.
Yeah, I will do. I'm going to bring it in once I've cut this out.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll it out and cut it first.
Yeah, Debbie Hargreaves says, Kathy, Amazon have got them.
Okay. I know they're quite easy to get hold of, and when you're like me, you forget. You get into the zone and forget that you're actually cutting on your little grey mat.
So Jill Cook has just said, any tips? Mine sticks all the time.
Sticks.
Yeah.
What sticks?
I'm guessing she's on
Pasta
about
machine.
Possibly. It just says sticks all the time. Are there any tips for that?
Well, if it's a pasta machine, then just put some corn flour on your florist paste, and just make sure that your pasta machine's cleaned afterwards, because then it gets quite liney. So here we go again. Oh, squeak. It could be me, but I don't think so.
Yeah, and Susan Fisher is quite right. I've seen a few of you say, if you've got a KitchenAid or even a Kenwood, they both do pasta machines actually. And Susan Fisher's just saying the Kenwood actually do a really lovely pasta machine attachment.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a Kenwood, but I've never had a pasta machine attachment.
And
I'd already got a pasta machine before.
Edwina Hughes says, give the girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world.
That's very, very true. Right, on my pasta machine, I'm going to do this to about a 3. I'll start at a 7.
Don't worry about the board, Kathy. What I'll do is I'll have a look and see if I can find a link, and then in the shoe class tomorrow I'll pop the link up.
Too much stuff here. The one thing with this paste is it does dry out pretty quickly, so always make sure that you put it away straight away.
Yeah, if ever you've got Squire's Florist paste out or Renshaw flour and modelling paste, I'll tell you another little tip. Have a glass, a bulbous glass, turn it upside down, and any bit of modelling paste, just put your glass over the top of it, and that will keep it lovely and soft for you. We also sell Stay Fresh mats as well, which I should have got out for Kim really.
Yeah.
You could have put them in between the Stay Fresh mats.
Yeah.
So I've got the angled Stay Fresh mats, which means you can pick them up and move them about.
Okay.
I don't think I've got one here in the kitchen, but they'll be really handy for stocking stuff in. And Karen Naylor, can you just write that down, a Stay Fresh mat? And what I'll do is I'll get John to bring one back tomorrow for their class.
I have to turn it round because I'm not very good at doing it in one go.
So Maria Wilson's just said the cutting mat, they've got green ones in H&B. Is that right, H&B?
Is it H&B, H&M? No, it's not H&M,
Only
is it?
$2.99. Is it H&B? It's not
I'm not
H&B,
sure.
is it? She wrote H&B, but
Yeah, I've never
I've not heard of H&B. Do you mean B&M?
So we could have it in B&M as well, yeah.
Ooh, Sarah's just bought the kit and the glass. Well done, Sarah.
Welcome.
Oh, Helen Williams says they're £5 in Hobbycraft, so there you go. And Debbie says there's loads on Amazon, all in different sizes and colours.
They are good.
And Karen Naylor says these shoes look beautiful, but they would kill her to wear them.
I'd kill her trying to put my shoes on. You're not wearing my shoes.
And if you join the class as well, like Sue there has just said, Sue Cook, she said, I wish she wasn't working tomorrow, but because she's going to have to watch the class at the weekend. But you know, once you bought the class, it's a £20 investment. You're going to learn so much. But that class is yours forever, and the group is yours forever. So it means that you can always show off in there. If you've got any problems, you can share those problems with others. If you want to know where to buy things in, we can let you know. Just tag Kim, myself, or the admins in, and we'll do our best to find out for you.
Right. Now
Home
I'm going to do my stitching.
bargains. H&B Home Bargains.
Okay.
I never thought of it like that.
No.
Yeah.
Now I don't normally use this one. I use a metal one, but I'm going to use this one today. And just carefully.
Oh, they all know Home Bargains. I didn't know that.
I've never heard it referred to like that. I know what Home Bargains is. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know Home Bargains. Yeah, Maureen. We were just talking about that. Maureen says, gone are the days I've gone out dancing in 6-inch heels with the shortest skirt and the smallest top on. No coat even in winter. Now it's fleecy jammies and flip-flops. I remember my grandma used to say, you catch your death a cold, you'll have pneumonia, you'll have a bad back. She's right. Have I got a bad back?
Yeah. My mum used to say, you must wear your Liberty bodies. I read, oh, what's a Liberty bodice? Oh, Liberty bodice is torture. That's what Liberty bodice is.
So how do you buy the class? The class, if you go to our website, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, on the homepage there is a big square that says classes. Pop in there, it's there. If you go along the menu, so if you go to sugarandcrumbs.co.uk and go along the menu at the top of the page, you'll see that it says shop, brand, I think it says Father's Day, and then I think it says recipes. But as you go along, it says FB Lives. Click in there, drop down to shoe, and it will be in there. Or you can go along to online tutors, and you'll see Kim Firth. Click on her name, and it's in there. So loads of places you can find the class.
Right. Where are we? Here we are.
And Jane McDoodle says she falls off flatties now, never mind high heels.
I could fall off no shoes. I'm really, really good at falling over.
So this is just water, isn't it?
Yes,
Kim?
I'm using water for this. The only thing I actually use glue for is when I'm attaching the other bits, when I'm attaching the back and the front straps.
So this is just a very light coat of water, isn't it?
Yeah. You don't have to go right to the end.
Sheila Hudson says Liberty bodice with rubber buttons.
That's the one. There's no way I could fasten them now, I'll tell you.
Barbara Ann, if you bought the class, I will be checking, when we finish the live tonight, I will be checking everybody who's bought the class, and then I'll send you a link. But to be fair, I'll tell you where the link is. Go into the product information of the class and it will give you the Facebook link. Go to follow the Facebook link, fill it in, give in your order number, and I will get you approved. Karen's on comments tonight, Karen Naylor, she'll get you approved as well. So go and follow the link in the actual product. Now look at this, how this inner liner goes on your shoe.
Right, you see, you wet your shoe, rub it rub it down from the top.
Oh, we're rubbing now, are we?
Gently,
from stroking to rubbing.
Gently rub it down, and then you avoid any
Air bubbles.
air bubbles, yeah.
And Janet Smith said, my dad used to say, you're not going out wearing that. So
Yeah.
my dad used to say as well.
Yeah, mine did. And I tell you, I have still got one of my mini dresses.
Have you?
Yeah. And photos of me, and it's just below my backside. In our defence, the only thing we can say
You
is
showed me a picture of you years ago with
Yeah,
Ronnie
yeah.
in a miniskirt. You look great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah.
When you were
used to-
courting.
Yeah, used to wear that.
And Liz Brockler says we call it a tuppence. Now we used to call ours a tuppence as well, but I don't ever hear anybody calling it that now. They all call it a fairy, don't they, or something?
Yeah, we were always tuppence.
Yeah, we was always tuppence.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It just shows.
So that's your...
So India, would you like us to tell us what it is these days for your generation?
I don't think I'm allowed to say it on camera.
Okay, so it's really, really rude.
But like, my sisters always call it like a floof. They call it, yeah, a floof.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've had it called a flow.
Yeah.
A floof.
Flow.
Oh, I'm with tuppence and fairy.
Yeah, it was tuppence for our kids when they were little, but now it's got to be what it is, isn't it? You've got to use the correct
Have you?
wording. Yeah,
No way.
yeah,
I wouldn't say to our Jasmine the correct word.
yeah.
She
Yeah, you're
calls it a
supposed to.
fairy.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
No.
Yeah. They're doing schools.
Oh, they need to jack it in at school.
They tell,
so
oh,
the world's going crazy.
they tell them all sorts in school. They get to know all sorts, and things that I don't think they should know
No.
at their age. But
And Meecha said that as well.
it's the world.
What floof?
Yeah.
Floof,
Helen Williams is a fluff.
a fluff, a floof.
Di Wheeler got a full sentence. Tuppence halfpenny. Deb
Why not?
Dowridge, a mini.
A minute.
Oh, I've heard it called a mini.
Yeah, I've had that, yeah.
Oh.
Funny, innit? What we talk about on these lives, girls? Hey, crikey, I don't know.
We've gone from shoes to tuppence.
It's not a far stretch.
If you're watching, love, they're corrupting me.
And Maria says, where did this conversation come from shoes? I don't know, Maria.
I don't know. We got there.
I don't know. How did we get there, India? Do you
Oh,
remember?
I don't know. We got there anyway. We got there.
We got there. We got
Now
there
we're
quite.
here.
Got there quite easily, didn't we?
Now we're just here.
Oh dear.
Disgraceful. We are disgraceful. There's no wonder Ron thinks I'm on holiday.
That's what your husband says, isn't it? He said you come here for holiday and a laugh.
I asked him if he'd miss me, if he was going to have some quiet time, and he said yeah. I said that's the wrong answer. I'm supposed to say, but I will miss you, really miss you. I said, well, you're away on holiday, you're all right. You chose to go. So yeah, I'm on holiday. Actually,
Oh,
then he saw just how hard you were going to work me while I was here, didn't he? And he still don't believe it.
Oh, Andy, tell John thanks very much.
Jill Cook has just come in with fluffy bits.
Fluffy bit.
She's got bits.
Well, I'm thinking about it, I suppose they are quite fluffy, aren't they?
So everybody tonight who's buying the shoe kit, because I've seen quite a few say it doing it, are you buying the class for tomorrow or are you going to buy that later? So I know we've got lots of ladies in that group who are in there ready for it for tomorrow.
Good. growling. Right, I'll start that again because I've got enough.
Julie Morley says, she calls it tuppence also, but her grandson was taught the correct word for boys,
Yeah.
but misunderstood and called it peanuts.
Peanuts. I've got a peanut. Actually, that is better. But they are. That's what they taught in school.
Yeah.
They taught the correct word.
They shouldn't be taught the correct word. No.
I mean, it's like horses. What did you
What's
use?
horses got to do with it now? Let's not start on horses now. Freaking hell. Listen, we're in a shoe class here. We've already gone from stroking, pulling, rubbing, and we're on to tuppences, fluffies, and whatever else is going on. Let's forget the horses, Kim.
No, I want to... Horses. What did when you were little? What did you call?
I didn't look at horses.
What did you call a horse? No, not
A Gigi.
Yeah, well, we called them popos.
Oh, did you? Popos? I've never heard that name.
We called them popos.
Why we called them popos?
I don't know. It was just
I don't know
something
why we called them Gigi's.
No, it's just how we were taught calling them popos.
Popos,
I mean, if a child went to school now and said that they'd seen a popo, they'd wonder what the hell they were talking about because it's
but I understand that for a horse. But for your private bits, it's got to stay private, and you've got to have a bit of fun about those, haven't you?
Yeah.
Who else called horses Gigi's?
Yeah, I have a friend who's teaching her son, like she's my age, and she's teaching her son that horses are called GGs.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a northern thing maybe.
But yeah, it's just so strange. I mean, the sexuality thing that they're teaching in school at the moment, I think is disgraceful.
The what?
Sexual, all this, whatever it is.
How do you know all this?
I've got a 12-year-old. Oh no, she's 13 now. I've got a 13-year-old granddaughter.
Right. So, Edwina, the class. How do I buy the class? How do I buy the class and pass the payment? Well, if you buy the class, if you buy the class, click and collect. Yeah, so I was just wondering what that means. Yes, if you buy the class, so you don't have to pay delivery, press click and collect. Sorry, most of our members, because they're used to buying classes off us, they know what they have to do. So just select click and collect.
Somebody in trouble.
It's the ambulance run here. It's not the police run.
Yeah.
We've got the hospital at the other end of the road. That's our thing. So it's always the ambulance and the doctors.
Again, somebody's in trouble.
Debbie Hargreaves has said she just snorted a drink on peanuts. Don't start on snorting, that's another conversation. I saw somebody in the community group had got their, I don't know whether it was flour or sugar wet, so they got the outer bags wet, so they quickly whipped it out and put them in Ziploc bags and had them on the side. And the daughter come in and said, is this a bit of undercover, this baking like?
Can't give all the secrets away, come on.
Oh good, all the ladies are jumping in. Click and collect, yep. So when you buy the class, tick, click and collect, well done.
This is quite a big pizza cutter, so I'm going on.
Oh, I know why they're doing it. It's right, okay, I see now. Very sadly, it's to do with safeguarding in case there's any abuse. There's no, yeah, so it's making sure they understand what's going on.
Oh,
yeah, I see why. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that is. That is too thick. Oh, I'm fed up now. I think I'll just leave you to it, ladies, and I'll go to bed. Right, I'm just going to put this through the pasta machine and start again. See, I'm not very good at my judging. I told you I'm rubbish at that.
Oh, there's another lady here called them Popos. Jack Sevens.
Popos.
Popos, yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. P-O-P, Popos. So, Popos. P-O-P-O-S.
Yeah.
Yeah, never heard of that word.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
we
we're
call
all
it.
on GG's round here. Look at that. G 'em up. Yeah, GG. Oh, Helen's got a different one. Jaffrey for us. Not heard of that one, yeah.
Okay, I've done it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I will get it right, and you will be happy with it when it's done.
But I guess that's what's good about this though, is that you know that even if you do make a mistake though, it's very easy to correct it.
It is easy, and everybody makes a mistake. I just make more than most.
And Debbie Hargreaves is right about the, she goes, well, I do sniff the ice and sugar. I must admit, I sniff the ice and sugar. Who opens up the bag of ice and sugar and sniffs it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to
I
know.
do.
Yeah, you do. You want to know what it smells like, don't you?
And Karen Naylor says, why ice and sugar and snorting, who would have thought it?
Hey, it's all good fun.
And Karen Naylor says, Kim, you're going to have this all day tomorrow. Right, I'm going to hand over the phone for comments to India, because I'm going to go and make myself a cup of coffee.
Right, now I'm going to put it through the pasta machine so that I'll get it right.
I'm not even going to repeat that, Janie Scott, but it is funny. So if anybody wants to read Janie Scott's story there, it is quite funny. Oh, in fact, no, I'm going to have to read it out, aren't I? What time is it? I'll have to read it out. Oh, we're quite past 9 o'clock, yeah.
It's past water.
So Janie Scott said, my friend's son came home from school and said, we had sex today, and he was only 6. She went mad, but her husband questioned him further and found out he was saying he had sex. Second helpings at school dinners.
Oh, God.
Shortened it.
Oh, I like
You
it.
do the comments, I do. Do you want a cup of coffee?
No, I'm all right with my water, thank you. Right, I've got it right this time, ladies, so we'll be all right.
Oh, Cripps just said, oh Kim, my nan used to say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And I haven't heard that for years.
Oh, so I'm not a nan yet.
Maria's just said, Carol the sniffer. Alright. And Sue is saying, the conversation is going from bad to worse. I found you! This is quality entertainment, people.
We're fine, we're absolutely
We're
fine.
casually making shoes. Sometimes we sniff some ice and sugar. You don't know how this day's gonna go.
Anything to keep us happy. That's what we do.
And
Right.
Debbie's just
Now I use my glue.
using your glue finally.
I'm using my glue, yeah. I did get out a small brush. You can still use water, but I find that the glue actually sticks better.
So Deb has just said you can get baker's lung by sniffing the ice and sugar. That is true. Gotta be careful about it.
Okay. So don't snort too much then.
Don't snort too much icing sugar.
Oh God. Let's just do the edge. And then the shoe. Move everything else out of the way. Then you've got to work it. This is quite a time-consuming bit because you've got to make sure that it's actually attached to the sole, but in the right place. So make sure it goes down to the bottom of the former. That's that side. And it does stretch, so you're alright, can stretch it. Side. And what I use is a Dresden tool and just go around it and make sure that it's perfectly attached.
So Sharon has just asked, with templates being printed on card and not laminated, how can they be kept clean and prolong their life?
Yeah, don't laminate your cards, because I know Michelle was saying that she was going to laminate hers, but don't, because to laminate them, they have to, it's clear for one, and then you've got an outer edge, and then it's going to make your shoe too big. So basically, we're sending them to you on card. There's nothing stopping you photocopying them and re-photocopying them. So when you get them, just get them re-photocopied. What I am going to do is, I'm going to bundle them up as well and sell them as little additional packs. Same with the polystyrene former. So people who want to do 2, 3 or 4 shoes, I'm going to sell the formers as well as separate. So you can buy additional ones.
There you go. That's the front done.
Lovely.
And that looks quite firm. Just keep checking it, but it's that looks quite firm. Right, now I need my wheel.
We've got a lot of people putting in their favourite icing sugar smell from when they open the bag, which is really, really good. We also have a couple of people saying Peter Kay could do a sketch on us.
Yeah. And then just a simple back heel I'm doing on this shoe.
Oh gosh, Mandy's just said another watershed comment. My son, when he was little, asked me, "Mum, why do you have long jugs after I just got out the bath?"
They're so funny children.
They're very honest children.
They are very
Notice
honest.
that, like, if you say, "Oh, that looks nice," they'll be like, "No, it isn't."
Yeah.
I said to Jasmine and Ruby, "Is Grandma fat?" And they went, "Yeah." What can I say to that? Shut up, shut up.
You should have said his grandma cuddly.
So do you think Grandma's fat? Yeah.
Oh, bless. You've got to love them, haven't you? Most of the time. Squeaking again. I used to look after, I used to be a childminder, and I used to look after a little boy who got quite lazy and decided that he didn't want to feed himself. And when I said, "No, you must feed yourself," and he just turned around and said, "I can't because my hands don't work." I just thought, who's told him that? I'm in a little top. I can't feed myself, Kim, because my hands don't work. Your hands work perfectly well when you're playing. You can feed yourself.
Kids are a lot cleverer than what you think, aren't they?
God, yeah.
Right, so I'll take over my comments again. Thank you very much. I've got a cup of tea, cup of coffee in my hand.
Jill Cook has just said, my granddaughter said, "I think your bum's big." And I said, "Yes, I know."
My bum look big in this.
It's like Leslie Irving says, "Out of the mouths of babes."
Yeah. Oh,
You got to laugh though, haven't you?
Oh yeah, they're definitely truthful, aren't they? Yeah, you've got to love them. It'd be very difficult if you didn't.
Have you just read that Sue Fisher one? Is that what you've just read out?
Which one?
The one about the bum is too big.
Oh, I got that here from Jill Cook, actually.
I did, yeah. Susan Fisher said, last week she was getting ready for work and her granddaughter said, "Nanny, your pants are too small." I said, "No, Eloise, the pants are the right size. It's my bum that is too big." Oh dear.
think we've all had little gremlins in our wardrobe over
Yeah.
lockdown that have made clothes just shrink. You can do one, they can go away.
The way you just said they can do one just
They
made me
can.
laugh.
They can do one. Right. Now if you want, you can actually put your stitching around the inside of your heel, which we will do. Just because we can.
Just watch your head on the overhead camera.
Oh, I've done it again.
When you're going to stick your head in, let us know, and then you can get to the side
I'm
camera quicker.
Yeah, I'm sticking my head in. I'm sorry.
We've got the full head on there for 30 seconds. It
That's-
wasn't.
you
It
don't
wasn't
know
30 seconds, but it feels like it.
You do know that looking at the top of my head is sort of a privilege.
Well, your hair looks lovely and neat. Let me tell you.
Thank you. My hairdresser will be pleased about that. Yeah, I've done stitching around there, so it's not very easy to see actually on this. But it will
Rachel
look
Cook
nice.
says, with lockdown, I've not seen two of my grandchildren. On a FaceTime call recently, one of them said, "Wow, Nan looks old. I've decided not to dye my hair anymore, so I'm completely grey."
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have done that through lockdown, not been able to go and have a colour.
And
They've
then
gone
just
grey
like,
and just thought, you
yeah.
know what, I'm halfway there now, I suppose, go with it.
I went grey quite early on, and I can remember when my daughter was living in Mexico, we went over to see her, and she'd been there for quite a while. And when they picked us up from the airport, she says, "Oh, Mum, you're grey. Oh, Dad, you're fat."
Very welcome.
Oh, well, nice to see you as well. Right, where did I put my glue? Glue. Again, use your glue just round the bottom.
I've seen that done before. Joe Means says, years ago when they were in B&Q, she turned around to find her 4-year-old daughter doing a wee in one of the show toilets. I've seen that happen so many times though. But to be fair, kid, at least she found the toilet, didn't she?
Well, that's true, yeah. This is a toilet, Mum, I'm going to use it. And they don't know, do they? They don't know any different.
Oh, they're all coming out now. So Dale Clark Blacker says, our granddaughter said to her granddad, "Why does he have boobies like Mummy's?" They're funny, aren't they, kids? You got to love them, haven't you?
So just because we do, why not? Yeah, I'm trying not to stick my head in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it helps.
I've got to make her work for a living. And squeeze it a bit, and then you can mould it round.
Oh my goodness, Di Wheeler. She worked in home base and somebody went for a number 2.
Oh no!
Child not home.
So who had
She
to
hasn't said, I hope so too.
who had to clean that up?
Don't know. So who's excited to start learning all about shoes? I can't wait to see you all start making them all.
Oh,
I
I'm
think-
really looking forward to seeing
I think after
your
the class
creation.
tomorrow, you'll be going crazy. I think you're all going to get very imaginative.
Yeah, that's it. That is, the sky's the limit. Just use your imagination and do what you fancy.
And Jean Thomas has said, "Well, I've gone and done it. Kit and a class. You'll love it. You'll love it, Jean."
If you've enjoyed today, then
Yeah.
yeah.
And Helen Williams says, "These lives are always a cheer up. It's a tonic."
It's a good job it's not serious, otherwise I'd be on the bus home.
Oh, this is funny. This is funny. Heather Hammond says, my son said to an old lady, "My daddy's got whiskers, but they're not as long as yours."
Oh, that is... No, that's
And
classic.
Di Wheeler said they don't know who did it. They found it the next day.
Oh no.
fermented.
Oh, oh, lovely. Right, so that's your shoe made. Now we're going to embellish it. I mean, ideally you should leave it for a little while to start going off.
So if you say leave it, how long would you recommend they leave it?
If you're doing a shoe for the first time, what I would do is leave your heel for 3 days, and make sure that it's well set. Then put your sole on. You can put your inner lining on as well if you want, but then it takes longer to dry. After, I'll not say that. Leave your sole on your heel for another couple of days, and then add your heel and your toe, and then leave it again. It's a case of it takes really to have it set properly at least a week. Yeah. And I know it's a long time, and I know it's awful having to wait.
But I think that's why I'm going to sell other formers as well. And I think what I'll do is I'll buy additional heels as well, so people can.
Yeah, well, I've got quite a few different selections. But
to be fair, they could make the heel, put it in the former, leave it in the freezer for 20 minutes, then get it out and leave it to set, and then make their next colour heel. Yeah. So they could stockpile heels, couldn't they?
Yeah, I do. If I know that I've got quite a few shoes.
Well, you've had to do them today for tomorrow's class, haven't you?
Yeah, because I forgot to bring some. I made a couple of white ones and a big white one. I forgot to bring them, so I've had to make some more. So they won't be completely set tomorrow, but they'll be okay for me to use. So that's that. What I'm going to do is, where's my flowers? We got it out, didn't we?
They're small.
That's it. I can't see it because it's white.
Right.
We're using this, which is the same as the one that somebody broke.
Okay, keep rubbing it in.
Not mentioning any names.
Yeah. So I'll give you an update on the Wonder Dust as well. Are you going to paint them? I think they'd be nice painted with the Wonder Dust actually. Yeah. So the Wonder Dust has left the manufacturer yesterday. 1 second, I'm going to
Oh, bless you.
I might have another sneeze coming in a second. So the Wonder Dust has left the manufacturer yesterday, and we're hoping it's going to be with us for Monday or sooner.
So
Shelpa, we've not done the mini shoe. We're going to do it in the class, the mini shoe.
I've shown you how to convert the heel.
We've showed you how to convert the heel. Once you've converted the heel, the rest of it is the same as the big shoe. So at the beginning of this, Kim showed everybody how to convert the heel, and you've got your mini former in your kit as well. And then after that, all the shoes are made the same. So the mini and the big shoe are made the same.
So we're painting it rather than just dusting it. Yeah?
Pardon?
We're painting it rather than just dusting it.
I'll do a bit of both.
Okay.
Embellish it, you can dust it. And then, so Nikki McNally says, could you use a dehydrator to dry it faster?
I don't know.
I would think you can. Nicholas Lodge uses it for his stuff.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
so I think you could do.
I tend to put it on, if I wanted something to dry pretty quickly that I'm wanting to work on, even though it's not completely set, I put it on the windowsill in the sun.
Yeah.
And that dries it out. Right,
so all you ladies who've bought the class tonight, or you bought the class today, because I saw a few of you bought it today. If you're not in the class, because Karen Naylor's been off she was back in work today. I was having a right laugh with her before over something daft. Anyhow, if you go back to your order of the class, read the product information, and it gives you the link to the class. Okay, follow that link when you get to the class, which is on Facebook. And you're all on Facebook because that's why you're watching this. You follow that link, and when you get to the class, you pop in your order number, and then Karen will approve you or I'll approve you. So the link's there.
Right, a pretty yellow shoe. Or a pretty lemon shoe. So I think what I did last time was just dust it, didn't I? But I can dust and paint.
So Julie Morley has a different kit, and she says hers always snap just where the heel meets the former. Is that because she didn't stretch it far enough, do you think? I think probably you haven't, I think that bit there is you just haven't stretched it. I think what you've probably done is you put your heel in and then you've tried to push over your shoe bit, your sole, and you've snapped it there. So you've probably not stretched it enough.
Is it that, or is it the sole that's snapping?
I think it is the sole that she means.
If it's the sole that's snapping, then you haven't made your sole thick enough.
Yeah, that's true.
If you make it, I mean, this one is...
So Kathy, if you leave your heel, you must stretch it before you leave it to set.
Yeah, okay. Stretch it as soon as you get it out of the fridge.
Kathy, as soon as you get it out of the fridge, you start to stretch it, get it to height, and then you leave it to set.
The sole on this is 7mm thick.
Yeah, and what you should do is like, you know, when you're in buttercream, when you're in the cupcake bouquet class, and I say make all your leaves one night. Well, one night sit there and make all your heels.
Yeah. So Sandra has just said, will you be selling the mini shoe kit on its own? I already have the large shoe kit.
We haven't planned to. We plan to just sell it as a multi-kit. But what I plan to do is I need to go away next. I've got to sort out the Barina's smoothers next week before John kills me. And then what I'll do is I'm going to go away to Ireland, and if someone can kindly remind me, I will then put templates in packets so people can order spare templates, and I'll sell the shoe formers and I'll get some heels in as well. So I will sell everything as separate bits so you can add to it rather than selling a kit. So question here, which I've just missed. Oh, Edwina says, do you put a pair of shoes on a cake or just one? I've only ever seen just one.
I think it depends. I mean, with the mini shoes, you can put a pair on. What I've tended to do is actually put one on top of the cake and maybe one on the cake board.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And do it that way.
Yeah.
That works. But putting two on, then you need it to be a big cake. If you're doing full size, you need a big cake.
Right. So Maureen says, I missed if you dusted with icing sugar to stop it sticking, please. Is that when it went on the former? Is that what you mean? Just tell me where you wanted it to stop sticking, Mo. And Mandy Harvey says, the pistachio wonder dust, the pistachio green wonder dust is beautiful. It is. I saw it on your macarons. It looked gorgeous. And Debbie's answered the question as well. Kathy, you stretch it first. Well done, Debbie. And Louise Paris, will we ever get an emerald green? We did have a look at a green, but I don't think we was that impressed with it. At the moment, we're just going to top up on all the colours we've got, because I actually want to start stocking matte colours as well. So I want to start doing that, and then I want to work on a gel brand and a chocolate colouring brand.
Nice with gold. And what I'll do is just do the edges. Don't look at my face now because my tongue will be out.
So Maureen says to Debbie Hargreaves, why not just make it to the right size to save you having to stretch it? I think what it is, the reason you have to stretch it is that the heels are all made from a standard size and the formers are another size. I suppose we could reduce the former, couldn't we, really?
It's not difficult.
I think it's different factories. Yeah, it's not that difficult to do it. I think the different factories that have made these, you just end up buying them off them, and you have to work with what you've got. Yeah, so if you join the class, Karen Naylor's watching the class at the moment, but if you join the class and you're not approved, don't worry, because I want Karen to continue watching the live demo, and then after the class she'll approve you.
Have we still got a lot of people on?
Yeah, we have, yeah. So whose flower mould is this? This is the Katie Sue Blossoms mould, okay? Now we use this a lot, so a lot of the ladies in my cupcake bouquet class use this mould because I've encouraged them to buy it. And when I encourage them to buy it in class, I generally try to use it quite a lot. But we've used it here. And the other nice one to use is Karen Davies' brooch mould. So she's got a lovely brooch mould. That's a nice one to use as well. Yeah, thanks Leslie. It's a Katie Sue Big Blossom mould.
No, don't like that. Let's carry it on.
So Margot Cook, I've never tried to mould anything before and just bought the Karen Davies Unicorn mould for practice. What sugar paste would you recommend? Shoes are far too advanced for me. It would look like an old boot. Right, okay, so for the Karen Davies moulds, the best paste that we do recommend is that you use Karen Davies sugar paste itself. So her sugar paste is amazing, and it's got Tylo in it, so it's quite firm.
It's made specifically for the mould.
Yeah, so she's had it made.
It is good. It's
yeah.
my favourite.
Yeah, so she's had that made for her moulds, but you can use normal sugar paste and put a little bit of Tylo in if you want to firm them up. Depends what you want to use the moulds for. But if you don't need them firm, just normal sugar paste will be absolutely fine. Yeah. And the shoe kits, do not be frightened. Once you've done your first shoe and you've nailed it, it's like everything, you know. Once you've clicked what's going on, there you go. You'll be away with it.
Like I said at the beginning, if you break it all down into little different components and just do one at a time, then your shoe just comes together.
You know, you could sit there one night colouring all your paste in different colours, then another night could do all your heels, and then you could do all your little embellishments to set and things like that. There's loads of things you can do. Just sit there when you think, you know what, I've got half an hour, I'll make all my little embellishments, or I've got an hour here, I'll make my heels, or I'll just colour everything. You know, you don't have to do it all in one go, and that way you can take your time and then put everything together.
Right, let's have a look. Where I put that one.
Thanks, Debbie Hargreaves. We are going to try to start doing a lot more things under the Sugar and Crumbs name. And Dale Clark Blackler says, and she's absolutely right, when you start making shoes, you can't stop. They are a bit addictive, aren't they?
They are, yeah, because you make one and then you think, oh, I could have done this and I could have done that, and I will do that differently next time, and it will look better. So it's practice. Don't expect it to be perfect first time. I mean, it might be. You just don't know. But if it isn't, don't get disheartened. Just keep trying.
And Maloney Grant says, Kim, do you sell your shoes as well? She does sell them. So if somebody wants a shoe made for a particular cake topper, okay, and you can ask Kim to make it for you, and she charges a dispatch. But you go over to, what's your page, Kim, for selling shoes?
It's Sugar Shoes by Kim.
Sugar Shoes by Kim.
Yeah.
And Kim will make you shoes for you. If you've got a special cake that you want them doing for, she can make them and post them out to you.
I can. That is really pretty.
Yeah. And then as for your shoes, you can make these. Seriously, you can. That looks nice, that, doesn't it?
It
See
does.
what I said, etching it there with the gold. Ooh, I'm clever.
Oh, she's a smarty pants.
So Kim came up with the idea of the templates of all the square toe and everything, and the pointy toe, and I came up with the idea of how to make the heel from one mould instead of us having to put two moulds in.
What she actually did was get in touch and said, can you do this?
Yes, I did. So, so Barbara Ann Ford, if you just go through to our office tomorrow, Karen Naylor will sort it out for you. But if you send Karen Naylor a message tonight on Messenger, I'll get her to pop you in the class and you can sort the rest out tomorrow.
I think what I did on the other one is I put some leaves on it as well, which I used Karen Davis
Leaf mould.
No, it was the I think it, are the leaves on the
On
flowers?
the blossoms. On the was it the buttercream flowers? Was it that you used? Yeah, there's leaves on there.
Yeah, I think I used those. But we'll just.
And Helen Williams says you can do it. It's not hard. It's just, you know what, you just got to sit there and have a bit of concentration.
There's not a lot in cake decorating that is.
You've got to look at it as a bit of enjoyment. Just, you know what, do it on a night when you're a bit quiet. You just want to sit at the table, get the radio on, you know, so make sure the husband's out the way. Make sure you've got yourself a drink and a few snacks. The dog's settled, the cat's settled, everybody's at peace. And you know what? Just sit there and organise yourself. And I really do believe, I mean, Kim's come here with loads of heels prepared. And, you know, and she's got loads all prepared here for tomorrow's class. You know, prepare all your heels. Get them all out the way. You know, like I say, one night, colour up all your sugar paste. Make sure you store it properly. You know, another night, make some elements. You know, if you want to make some little brooches and stuff like that to go on your shoes, to match whatever colours you've done.
Preparation.
Yeah.
Because you will get fed up of waiting if you're just doing one at a time. You'll get fed up of waiting for it drying, and I can guarantee that you'll think, oh, it's dry, you'll take it off and it will snap, and then you'll kick yourself and say, why did I do that? I made a shoe, I finished a shoe yesterday to bring today, and it wasn't completely dry. Broke it before I'd even packed it this morning.
Yeah.
And then took another one out when I got here and broke that.
Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll put some extra formers in on sale. So I'll put the mini formers on sale and the polystyrene formers on sale, and then you can buy extra formers if you need to, if you want to have a few shoes going on at the same time. But I would say make your heels, colour your paste, make your heels, and then just make one shoe at a time. Just take your time with it.
Yeah. And enjoy it. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Just do it again. Just do it again. Roll it up and start again. How many times did I do that from? 3, 4. Well, I've been doing it for a long time. So
Sue Mary says, how do you post them without breaking them?
With difficulty.
With great difficulty.
I
You did a beautiful one for a lady and it broke when it got there, and so you had to do it again.
Yeah. I've got some foam with slits in that I can take out the foam of the shoe, the shape of the shoe, put it in foam, lay it on foam, put foam on top, cost me a fortune.
Yeah.
And I put it in a polystyrene box as well, which normally gets there.
We do sell the stitching wheel. It's a PME stitching wheel. This is the 3-in-1, which is the better one. So we do a little tiny cutting wheel, but this 3-in-1 has the smooth, it has the stitching. What's the other one? It's a wiggly one, isn't it? I think the other one is.
It looks like a zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a zigzag.
So you get 3 wheels on this one, and I forget what they call it. I don't know whether it's called a multi-wheel or something, but it is on the PME. It's under. So if you go to Brands, go to PME, you'll see it's a 3-in-1. I think Karen's just going to find you the link. Yep, there she is. It's a modelling designer tool. It's a modelling tool design wheeler. And Dale says the same.
A lot of words for.
Yeah.
For a little
So Dale Clark Blackler says the same. She has a box of heels in many colours, so she stashes them all up.
Yeah.
Sandra has just said, I love that one, Kim.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think if you're going to make heels if you're going to make heels, make sure you colour up enough sugar paste to finish off your shoe as well, There'll be nothing worse if you have a load of heels and then you don't blend the right colour for your shoe.
But if you do it a bit lighter or a bit darker, it doesn't really matter.
No, you don't really see it, do you?
You're okay with that. I'm pretty good at running out and having to...
So, Edwina, you're not being thick at all. So you went to the page and you bought the class, okay? So go back to the Sugar and Crumbs website where you purchased the class and read the product information. So what you did before is you just added it to your basket. But if you click it, it will open it up to product information, and inside the product information is the link to the class, okay? So I'm going to start updating all the classes and putting the links in all the product information so that people can find them easier, all right? So just go back to the website, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, go and find the class again, open up the product information, and the link is in there. It's the quickest way we can get the link to you in time for tomorrow, because tomorrow the class starts at 10 o'clock. Oh, and Maloney's actually put the link up as well. Thanks, Maloney. And Pam's just said it was in the wording of the product information. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, the lemon and gold looks really pretty. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks pretty, doesn't it? Yeah. Can they see that? Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
See, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So night, Margot. So Margot's off. She's got a 3:45 alarm for her. So you're on an early start. Night. So I hope you've all enjoyed the live. We're 10 to 10, so we're nearly finished on this shoe. Okay.
I'll just do this.
So we've had a lovely load of banter. So in the class for £20, I can't stress it enough. Join the class. In there you'll learn everything. I can't bring Kim over every day to do a session, but that £20 class would be the best investment you've got, seriously. If you've got other shoe kits, join that class, okay? If you've got other shoe kits, you'll still be fine, you'll still be able to follow everything. And like I say, when I come back from Ireland next week, I will put up extra for some, I'll put up some, what do you call it? Add-ons. Yeah. So you can add on an extra form if you want to. So I'll put those on the website. If I can get them on before I go away, I will. Because I've got another weekend at home, so I could probably get them on Sunday, but I'm not making no promises at the moment.
There we go.
Super duper.
I mean, I'll probably finish it off later and put some on the top
Yeah,
of
no,
the...
carry on doing what you want to do with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just don't want people to get
No,
bored.
all right. No, we've got plenty of time. Carry on doing what you want to do with it.
Okay.
Because they'll love to see it all finished off. Our ladies are hardcore, Kim. They stick with us. We lose a couple at the end, but you know what? The ones that we lose at the end have seen what they want to see.
Yeah.
And then we've got the full hardcore. Come on, girls. Who's hardcore? Staying here to the end. And they're all saying it looks fabulous. It's gorgeous.
And Carol's not going to break it.
And I'm not going to touch it. So tomorrow in class you'll learn how to do another shoe, a big shoe, a small shoe, a sandal, and if Kim does have enough time she'll show you a couple of other things as well. The wedge bit that you get in the kit, we're still working on that idea, so we won't be showing you what to do with the wedge yet. We'll come back and show you that at a later date, and we'll probably show you that in the class, to be fair. So anything extra that we do, we'll probably stream live into the class, so you get those.
I've suddenly gone very hot.
Do you want me to open the door?
Yeah,
Just go
please.
very hot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The birds are still tweeting.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Isn't it? They do start very, very early in the morning. as
Yep,
well.
there they are. They're definitely here to the bitter end, says Sue Berry. Very good.
Jill said that on this end as well.
Yeah. Maloney Grant, we're hardcore. We're strong.
We can do it.
Pam says that she's staying to the end and she'll be back for the class tomorrow.
Brilliant. That's
And Pixie's going now because she's going to go and join the class. Night night, ladies.
Night
And we'll
night.
see you in the class tomorrow. She said I'm hardcore, but I need to go. Sorry.
Need sleep.
We've got 9 hours. From midnight till 9. Got 9 hours. Class starts at 10, doesn't it? They're all loving it. So have you enjoyed tonight, every one of you? Have you all enjoyed it? And Karen Naylor, you cannot have another day off. You've had a week off in sunshine. You cannot have another one.
Aren't they cruel?
I was laughing my head off with Karen earlier. So I'll tell you this anyhow while Kim's just sorting herself out. So when I'm down the warehouse, I'm always sorting things out. And the boys are always, they know when I'm coming down, I'm always, right, we're going to move this, we're going to do this. I'm always like, come on lads. And we're going on. And so at the moment there's a massive cardboard shortage. I'm actually lucky we got the cardboard boxes we've got for the kits. I have to say they're not the best cardboard boxes, but it was all we could get, so we had to do. I didn't think it was good to send them in a carrier bag. Anyhow, so I've said to the lads that they've got to recycle all the boxes, and we'll have to reuse some of them as well. So I'm down there last week, and a load of them are all piled up for the cardboard man to come and collect and take away. And I'm like, why are we taking these away? So not only are we now getting rid of perfectly good cardboard boxes, I've got to pay someone to take them away. So I'm going on with myself, and Michelle's helping me, and we've got a guy called Seb who's working with me. So I'm following Seb, and obviously I speak very loud. So I'm not shouting, but because I'm in the warehouse and I'm talking to everybody, it's like loud, and I could see Seb looking at me cross-eyed across the table. You know when somebody's eyeballing you to shut up. And I'm still going on with myself, and a few choice words were coming out, and Seb's like eyeballing me, and then I noticed right at the side, he's a big bloke, Seb, and right at the side of him was a lady the size of Kim, and even spotted her watching me going on with myself about cardboard boxes. So,
She should have agreed.
she did agree. I had to apologise. I went, sorry, got me at my best.
Yeah, is it Amazon that's taking them all?
Pardon?
Is it Amazon that's taking them all?
They say Amazon's taken all the boxes. To be fair, there's a worldwide and national shortage. My daughter was saying, because she's in Australia with all the fires, they had loads of really big fires last
Yeah,
year,
of course they did, yeah.
and all their houses are made out of this special wood. Well, she's having a house built and they can't get any wood. There's no wood anywhere. So they're all going mad in Australia as well because they can't get wood. But from wood we get boxes, don't we?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's really hard. And if you phone a box factory now, you're on a wait list of 12 weeks, and even then they can't promise.
Okay.
So I had to be very grateful of our boxes that we got for the shoe kits. I just had to suck eggs and go, yeah, that will do.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What gold are we using?
Pardon?
What gold are we using?
I don't know. Which one? Oh, it's the sparkling gold, isn't it?
Sparkling gold. Yeah. Bright gold.
Oh, it's the bright gold.
Bright gold.
Right.
Yeah. Wondered us. Bright gold.
Sandra's just said, I love Kim's shoe class, they're all so beautiful.
Yeah. She's very good at making shoes. And yeah, Sue Cook there has come up. Wood is a massive shortage. My husband's having trouble getting rid of any wood, getting wood for his works. Who has just said a lovely comment there? Jenny Whittaker's had to get a stray bird out of her 30-year-old son's bedroom during the live.
Oh.
Because he won't get it. We had a bird fly in here last week.
Oh, that was stressful.
Yeah. So, but apparently India was very entertaining when it arrived in the building. I listened to the video afterwards and he went, woo, woo.
It's because at one point it was going near the camera and I thought, it's going to land on Karen right now.
Karen was totally professional while this bird's flying around. She carried on with her demo and the bird flew upstairs and pooed on the carpet.
Oh no!
Come back out again and said thanks very much.
Well, You are really, really good with bees, aren't you?
Oh my God, Nikki King.
Wonderful with bees.
Oh, Nikki King says there's a shortage of coffins as wood is so scarce.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That's such a
So you can't say, well, we'll have a cardboard coffin.
I agree with Karen Naylor. If anyone is coming to the demo days, bring your delivery boxes back. We want them back.
There you go.
We don't have a machine. Oh, there you go. Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's stunning, that, Kim. Well done. What do we think of this, ladies? How
I love
stunning is
the
that?
lemon. I really love the lemon.
Yeah, that's lovely, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, how long would you leave that on that former now, Kim?
If you're a novice, then I would leave that on there for 3 or 4 days.
There you go, ladies.
I will take it off tomorrow, and I will put it over.
Don't
there.
take it off until the class tomorrow.
No,
'cause
no,
then you
I'm
can
not going
show
to.
them.
Yeah, I will take it off early and put it over there, but then it will be left until
Yeah.
it's dry. Just so that you can, but I don't advise it.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. And it's so there you go. If you're in class tomorrow, Kim will show you how to take this off so that you can use your former again for another shoe, but I'll put other formers on. Yeah, cake boxes are very difficult to get hold of. We can't get tall boxes, struggling to get white boxes. Cake drums are in massive shortage. I've been given it for the last few weeks. I've been given an allowance of 8 packets of 5.
Wow.
Can you imagine a company our size having to 8 packets of 5? I've only just managed to get that increased on Monday. So yeah, so it's an absolute nightmare anyway. So Awena, we'll get you in the class after. If anybody else has joined the class, we'll get you in. Anybody who wants to take me up on my offer, if you've done that through info, I'll go and have a look at info and I'll email you back and I'll get you in the class tomorrow and I'll sort your kits out. So you'll get your kits. They'll be dispatched tomorrow, providing the rest of the templates come in, and we will get them dispatched tomorrow, hopefully, and you should get them Thursday. And then anybody who's already got a kit, you are missing a few little bits from the template. It's only 3 little bits it is, isn't it? Is it 3 little bits that we're missing?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
This
3 or 4, but
yeah.
we're gonna you can email us once we've got them off the printer. You can email us and we'll email them over to you, and on your next order just ask, can you put me a free set of templates in, and I'll put you a free set in with all of them in. I'll only do that once though. Keep asking me. Right, okay then, so that's it. So what do we think of this then before we go? Isn't it absolutely beautiful? They're all saying it's absolutely beautiful, Kim.
Thank you.
And the class starts tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So make sure you've got all your munchies and your drinks and your earphones in. Make sure you're sat nice and comfortable. Make sure you've got the Wi-Fi to yourself. We do have breaks, so those people who are new to classes, don't worry, it is an all-day class because we've got so much to show you. But we do have a mid-morning break. We do have a lunch. We do have a mid-afternoon break, and then we finish for the evening. So I'd probably say 10 till 5. Yeah? Has to be 10 till 5. I've got to go to the dentist after that. Right, okay then, ladies. Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you, India.
No worries.
Yeah, working the night shift again, and thank you, Kim.
No
Hope
problem.
you've all enjoyed it, ladies.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow now.
Yes, and just to remind you, tomorrow night we've got another Facebook Live on tomorrow night. We have Rachel Hannah in the kitchen. She's going to show you how to decorate a cake beautifully and paint it for you, and she's also going to be talking to you about her 2 new classes. So those of you who joined the introduction, these are master classes. So as we're opening up, if you want to learn about wedding cakes, those are classes you want to do. And there's also other classes going on. If you go into the classes, you'll see them all going on. A couple of them haven't got pictures, we're just waiting for them. But Claire Corbett has just put a stunning class on, we're just waiting for it, waiting for the image to come in. I think it's been sent to the girls to edit tomorrow, and then that will go on as well. So classes galore, ladies, we're going to keep you all occupied. Yeah,
I like Claire, she's funny.
yeah, she is funny, she's a great girl.
Yeah,
All the
she is.
tutors are fantastic.
Yeah.
Right, night night everyone, bye.
Good night.
Thanks, Kim.
Bye.
Bye.